Bishop, the Right Reverend C. Leopold Friday. With us this morning too, I have our cultural officer, Miss Maxine Brown. Our minister is supposed to join us, Honorable Carlos James. To the many invited guests, the media, especially VC3, NBC Radio, Star, and API. Those media houses are taking this program live. So never mind you're not seeing them here. They are what we call patching in to VC3, and they will be taking it live also. So we are right out there with them. Let me, on behalf of the National Independence Committee, take this opportunity to thank you all for coming out to the official launch of the 2022 Independence Program. This year we are celebrating 43 years of independence. And I wonder how many of us, those are old enough of course, would remember what we were doing when we celebrated 43. Whether it was 43 years old, or simply your 40, not simply, take that word back, your 43rd anniversary wedding, whatever it was. Of course, you remember the 10th anniversary. You remember the 25th anniversary. You remember the 50th, the 40th. But to us, somehow the years in between tend to come and go easily. But this 43rd anniversary of ours is different because it comes at a time when we are coming out of COVID, a La Soufrière eruption, and so many other disruptions to our country. Last year, when we celebrated independence, we hardly had activities. We hardly decorated the town. In fact, I think we started to decorate the city about midway through October. If you notice, this year we were well into it, weeks before October stepped in. And this is because of the responses we were getting from persons to let us make our 43rd anniversary of independence different. Let us make it special. So on behalf of the National Independence Committee, I really want to thank each and everyone in here for going out there and putting activities together, making this year a special year. So we would continue with the program, and I was making the point that earlier this year, we put out a call for a theme for this, our 43rd anniversary of independence. And this was won by Samantha Burnett. She and her husband, they are here with us this morning. Could you please stand? Both parties, could you please stand? Just the winners of the team. Could you get, all right? I would not venture to say the team. What I'm going to do is to ask Samantha to come forward, tell us a little bit how they came up with the concept, how they came up with it, and then we'll take it from there. Samantha? By the way, when I called her yesterday, boy, she was all blushing and you know.
Oh, good morning, everyone. I don't even know what to say. We saw the advertisement in the newspaper, yes, and I brought it to my husband's attention. I told him I think that we should enter. Okay, we sat down and we came up with 3 teams. My husband is the one that chose the winning team. How we came up to this team? If you take a look back for the past 2 years, we have gone through COVID-19. We have also gone through the volcanic eruption, and we made it through. We made it through. So, Vincentians, we are a courageous people. We are a resilient people. So, the theme for our 43rd National Independence is our resilience, our fortitude, our people.
Thank you very much. And for winning the team, Samantha would receive a prize from the National Independence Committee of $500 in cash and invitation to all independence activities, whether it be public or private. So she would then decide what she's going to do with all them tickets, whether it be the Miss SVG, whether it be a pan show, whether it be Queen of Calypso, whether it be, I'm going to see this one is slowly, whether it be a fete. You notice I took time to say that one. She would decide, okay, the Independence Committee would ensure that tickets are made available and Samantha would receive those. At this point, I will call on our cultural officer to bring greetings and make some remarks.
The Right Reverend C. Leopold Friday, Bishop of the Windward Islands. Hereafter, I beg to adopt the protocol established by our CEO, Mr. Ashworth Wood. I bring greetings on behalf of the Department of Culture. In fact, I'm here this morning to share with you the awesome collaborations we have had with several entities, several key stakeholders. And this morning I speak to the Kingston Cooperative Credit Union, the KCCU, and the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan. We continue to share awesome collaboration with these two stakeholders. I must hasten to add that September is dubbed Dance Month. But this year we were off to a very late start, and so the Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture, with the Kingston Cooperative Credit Union, we are now hosting the 14th KCCU National Dance Festival. And as I earlier indicated, we were off to a late start, but we're here. And thus far, I must say that the festival has been a success. We started on September 17th with traditional and creative folk dancing, followed by modern dance on the 24th of September. And last weekend, October 1st, we brought the house down with social and popular, aka hip-hop dancing. I'm here this morning to appeal to you that the grand showcase, the grand finale, is on October 8th, my dad's birthday, now deceased. And so I encourage all Vincentians to come to the Russell's Auditorium and witness the grand showdown of the core dance troops, all actively involved, all gold medalists this weekend. You can't afford to miss it. Come, feel the passion. DANCE, talk to me, dance. So don't you miss it. Mark that date. Next weekend, you have to be there to see who will capture the national dance champion, junior, senior, secondary school, primary school, community group, and all. Of course, we have individuals who will get different awards, be it most versatile, most promising. You've just got to be there. Come celebrate with us. KCCU has been investing in dance over the past 18 years. And this year, they invested $57,000, Eastern Caribbean dollars. Put your hands together for KCCU, the Kingston Cooperative Credit Union. Moving right along, because I know the time limit, I should have stated it earlier. He emphasized the 5 minutes. October. Yes, dance trickled over into our best month, Independence, and now on October 13th, Thursday, October 13th, you have to mark that date. The Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture in collaboration with the Embassy of the Republic of China, Taiwan, will present Spotlight Taiwan, Haruna Formosa Creative Arts Festival. Basically, when you hear Haruna, you think of our traditional name for St. Vincent, Haruna. And Formosa is the traditional name for Taiwan. Taiwan invested $30,000 US, equivalent to about over $80,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars, to foster or enable this project. What's the objective? The objective of this project is basically to spotlight Taiwan. So it's indicative of its name, where we showcase Taiwan in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and of course, bearing on the theme, collaborations through the arts, we're collaborating with Taiwan. You know, Taiwan has been here. We have had 41 years of diplomatic relations. So they have been here a long time, and now they have invested in us, in the Department of Culture, through the arts, the creative and cultural industries, to enable this festival. And this festival will showcase the best of SVG. What did I say? The BEST, the best of SVG in fashion, film, craft, music, and dance. Of course, we have some big names. So you have to come out and hear and see what they have to offer. So there'll be film. Actually, Alton is managing that. There'll be music. Penola Ross and Mr. Ronnie Small, along with Jeff Venner. And the full works will be coordinating that. There's fashion coordinated by Kimia. And you have other big names in the fashion. I named them. There's Miss Odini Sutherland, Kimun Batiz, Kimia Glasgow, I repeat, Aikisha Delpresh, and Karen DeFreitas. They're bringing down some fashion. And as I was already indicated, it's not just showcasing fashion. When Taiwan invested in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, basically it was for us to use our best to showcase Taiwan. When I say showcase Taiwan, we have to intertwine the Taiwanese element or culture in whatever presentation we make it, be it dance, fashion, film, craft, the full works. And so we have been working to get that. How do you achieve that? We have been working along with the university, some consultants and some professors at the Taiwan Arts University in Taiwan. We met virtually via Microsoft Teams. And we presented what we have to offer, and they give some ideas. So we have got some great ideas from them. Moreover, there are some people on the team who have gone to Taiwan, who have studied in Taiwan. I must hasten to add that Miss Maxine Marvin Brown, the cultural officer, got the opportunity to visit Taiwan in 2014. Oh, Taiwan is awesome. You must visit Taiwan. So whereas some will share the vicarious experience, some has the first-hand experience. So I can assure you, my fellow Vincentians, look straight into the camera, that you're out for a great show. So on Thursdays, it's an odd day, for use of a better word, because we tend to do big shows on the weekends, but we do it on that date for two reasons. One, we're into our Independence Month and we love our independence. And two, Taiwan's National Day falls on October 10th. And so we decided to juggle it a bit and we came with that date. And so I repeat, and I implore you, my fellow Vincentians, to mark the date on Thursday, the 13th of October. The place to be is the Russell's Auditorium. Yes, that's becoming a very popular spot, and I'm quite pleased with that space thus far, because we are right now doing dance there, so I've made all my observations. It's a great space. So come and share the experience with us. It's free. It's a family affair. You can bring your whole family. The content is clean. So there's film, there's fashion, there's craft, and I failed to mention the craft people. Now there's Merle Jellis on her team, along with Marika Young, and they've been working very hard with this $30,000 US we have been granted, over $80,000 US. So, you know, we're going to bring down the house. Of course, from the dancing area, I don't place too much emphasis on dance because, you know, I came from that background, and now my role is not only dance. My role is all the areas of the CCI, the creative and cultural industries, and all the lead dance troops will be there. So, my people, my resilient people with that strong fortitude, you need to come to the Russell's Auditorium. What date? On Thursday, October 13, for Spotlight Taiwan, the Haruna Formosa Creative Arts Festival. Miss it and blame yourself. See you there. Thank you.
So you understand why Maxine getting all of 40,000 US and 100,000 US, you said too? When Maxine stands up in front of a sponsor and turn and a level of champ, she gets everything. And then, of course, She chose in her position behind. Remember the cultural officer. All right. So Maxine has and our department has been doing great things where culture is concerned, and really, really appreciate the level of work that she has been doing. Not only in those areas, but also working along with us at the carnival level as well. Okay. Now, the next, if you notice, we say overview of activities. And here we have a list of activities, and we have the persons in here who are going to go a bit into these activities. We have the Independence Church Service, the Lions Club Public Speaking Competition, the Queen of Calypso Competition, the Pink Cap Walk, the Ministry of Health Caribbean Moves. I don't think there is a dance. Pan activities, Invest SVG Expo, Independence School Rally, Motorsports activities, Vinci Masters Football Competition, the Madongo Festival, Miss SVG 2022, and Soca Chronicles. Of course, they have other activities, but some of those persons could make it. Because we are not staple in the Independence is the parade. All right? Now, I'm not going to come back up here every time someone finishes speaking. The way we're going to do it, we go according to the listing here. When your turn, you come up, you identify yourself, and you speak on your activity. If by chance one of these persons is not here, then we move on to the other speaker. Okay? So I'm bringing Reverend C. Liverpool right back to talk about the Independence Church Service, after which we will move on with the program.
Thank you. Now that the protocol is already established, the Independence Service, Church Service, is scheduled for Sunday, the 23rd of October, and they said to be held at the St. George's Cathedral, Kingston, beginning at 4 p.m. As we celebrate our independence, it's important that we focus on our spirituality, because any nation must have that source of spiritual values which it focuses on, along with the other things that help to make us who we are. We hope that our Governor General will be present, and also Prime Minister and Leader of the Opposition. And as a national service, we think that it should have some prominence, and so we hope that all parliamentarians will be present, and all Vincentians, as much as possible, would seek to come to this service to give praise and thanks to God for our 43rd anniversary of independence, and to reflect our gratefulness to him for his guidance over the years, and especially, as our team says, for our resilience, our fortitude, and our people. The preacher at this service will be the superintendent of the Methodist Church, Kingston, the Reverend Philbert Delane. And we'll have the services organized by the churches in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we extend an invitation to all to this service on the 23rd of October, 4 p.m., St. George's Cathedral. Thank you.
Bishop Friday, Chairman Ashford, Cultural Officer. I'm here on behalf of the Lions Club of St. Vincent South, and I just want to bring the nation's attention to the start of the National Secondary School Public Speaking Competition. We know we all look forward to that event annually, just leading up to our big independence celebration. And this year will be no exception. Public speaking, was never affected by COVID. I know everybody they'll say nothing happened last year because of COVID, and nothing happened this year because of COVID. Public speaking was never affected by COVID. Last year we didn't have it, but that was because of the volcano. In 2020, we had public speaking while COVID came to St. Vincent in that year. So this year we will begin the competition. So far, we have about 17 of the 26 secondary schools going to be participating in the preliminaries, and I must commend those teachers and principals for those schools who have seen it fit to participate this year. I wasn't expecting the type of turnout that we are going to have over the next 3 days, but I'm really pleased with the effort of those teachers. One little disappointment though, I'm seeing that grammar school, St. Vincent Grammar School, is not part of this year's preliminary. That's the first time in my being a part of public speaking, I'm not seeing the St. Vincent Grammar School. But public speaking really is a very important event for the nation, for the children. I'll just highlight two of the objectives of public speaking. One, to provide a forum for the discussion of issues of national interest, and two, to raise the awareness of current issues affecting the nation to our youths and the people as a whole. This year, we have 4 zones as usual, and from this afternoon, you will be hearing from Zone 1. So 1:30 this afternoon, for those of you who have the time, you can tune in to either Nice Radio, WFM, NBC Radio, or you can look at VC3, and it will be brought live on those media houses, along with Facebook coverage, along with a station in Canada. They will be bringing all the preliminaries and finals. So this afternoon, we should be hearing from students from the St. Vincent Girls High School, the Bishop's College, Kingston, the Union Island Secondary School. At this very moment, they are on the water sailing up to St. Vincent to be here. The Sinclair Dakin Secondary School and Dr. J.P. Eustace Memorial Secondary School. So those students this afternoon from the French's house at 1:30, they will be speaking on the topic. Let me quote: "The time to accelerate the use of renewable energy sources is expiring. Yet, as a people, we are non-responsive." So that's the topic for this afternoon. Tomorrow, we are going to combine 2 zones tomorrow, when we will hear from Zone 2, which will have the Georgetown Secondary School, the Adelphi Secondary, North Union Secondary, and they will be speaking on the topic: "The independent role of civil society is fundamental to any functioning democracy. It is alarming the extent to which civil society institutions are dwindling in the region." So that's the topic for these students of Zone 2 tomorrow. Tomorrow, we also will have these students from Zone 3. They will be speaking on the topic, and let me indicate the schools that are from that zone. Sorry, I mixed up the zone a while ago. Those schools I just mentioned are from Zone 3, and they are going to be speaking on this topic I will share with you momentarily. The students in Zone 2 are the Beckwith Seventh-day Adventist High, the Beckwith Community High, and the Intermediate High School. Those are who are going to speak on that topic in respect to democracy and civil society. The topic for Zone 3 is this: "Russia's imperial ambition manifested in the Ukraine war, with all its ramifications, justify the claim that the Kremlin is the source of all evil." So that's an international topic for discussion. So I guess you should really tune in to hear how the students deal with this topic. Those students from Georgetown, Adelphi. Selman, you got to be a part of that one because you are foreign. Yes, and Yes, and North Union, right close to you, right close to you. They are going to be talking on that. The final zone will be held on Thursday, and this I am amazed that every single school in this zone has participating. The St. Martin Secondary School, the Central Leeward Secondary, Trumaka Secondary, Pittibodell Secondary, Thomas Saunders, and Bookament. All those schools are going to be coming out on Thursday evening, and they will speak on this very challenging topic. Marine and air transportation are critical to the development of our region. The current state of play is a clear indication that we are behind the 8 ball as far as our development priorities are concerned. Remember that when they speak on these topics, they can choose to agree, they can choose to disagree. It's debatable, and they will deliver their speeches in a matter of 10 minutes. There's also the very interesting part of our program, which is the impromptu topics, and the schools will speak for about 2 minutes on that topic. So that's the preliminary. The big final will be on the 25th of October, Tuesday the 25th of October at the Methodist Church Hall. We can't disclose which topic, but from the preliminaries, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, by Friday we will know the 6 schools that will be going into the finals, and they will be coming together on Tuesday, the 25th of October at the Methodist Church Hall to present their thoughts on the main topic that we will present to them on Friday. We will reveal the finalists by Friday night, and we will all look forward to the Vincentian community coming out to support their schools. I must say in closing that the participation of the Grenadines is very encouraging. To have Union Island and the 2 schools in Beckway coming forward and supporting, it's really encouraging. So tune in, as I say again, tune in this afternoon, Nice Radio, WFM, NBC Radio, and VC3 Television to follow the competition live. Thank you very much. No, I need to just mention, you can't talk public speaking without recognizing the sponsors. The sponsor must be given their credit. And sometimes we take sponsors for granted. And Flow has been with this competition before they even became Flow. They were Cable and Wireless, then they were Lime, and then they were Flow. Whatever they were always part of public speaking, along with the Ministry of Education. Thank you. Good.
Bishop, the Right Reverend C. Leopold Friday, Mr. Ashford Wood, Secretary of the Independence Committee, Cultural Officer, Ms. Maxine Brown, and I'm happy to be associated with both of you. I hope you're Anglican too, because I'm a proud Anglican. Okay, so I'm a proud Anglican. Fellow presenters, members of the media, and most importantly, the viewing and listening audience. Because this press conference is geared to you as we divulge information about our various activities. I'm here, as you have heard, to speak about Queen of Calypso. And you may wonder, why is Queen of Calypso in the month of October? Incidentally, the best month, because it is the month that we became an independent child, and the month where an important post came to the wall, all Carl Bennett. So you'll understand why October. Our forefathers had vision. Yeah. Why the Queen of Calypso? Why an independence? Well, we know about the pandemic, and because of the uncertainty, we could not host that show during the carnival celebrations. And we thought, Miss SVG will be hosted in October. And there are ladies and the Queen of Calypso, by virtue of the name, they're all queens. So why not have royalty in October? Hence the reason why we decided to host the Queen of Calypso in October. We have been meeting some challenges, and we are committed to having the show on October 15th. But we need help. And I'm happy to see in the audience my good friend, my comrade, my brother, a good-hearted man, a golden-hearted man, Michael John, who I can come to after this activity for him to help to ensure that the public gets the Queen of Calypso. I know you'll help Michael. More than a pitch. It's a song. Yeah, so the Queen of Calypso. You have many reasons to attend this Queen of Calypso. It has been noted for the last 3 competitions we have received rave reviews. Some people even go and say it's better than the Calypso, National Calypso Finals. But I am not going to say anything more about it. I'm not saying what others have said, not me. So we have 3 former queens, including the longest reigning Queen of Calypso in the post of Charlie Mackenzie. She'll be reigning for 3 years now. For the last year was 2019. We have Little Bit, former queen, Joanna Christopher, known as Nubian Princess, former queen as well. She won in 2018, Charlie won in 2019. And we have Sheena Collis, a lady full of talent and nipping on the heels of Chanel and all the others. We have from graduates, a newcomer in the name of Collection. We have Cleopatra, a veteran, Lady D, very versatile person, Georgette Nanton, and we also have Samantha Martin, and I'm saying this with great pleasure, because this young lady is a teacher. She wrote several calypsos for the junior calypso competition. She fell in love with calypso and decided to enter the competition this year. So I think we need to applaud Samantha and welcome her to the forum. We have from the lone competitor from Anto Marvel. So with all these ladies clashing, it's fireworks, it's royalty, it's real bacchanal. Because they say once there's calypso, there's bacchanal. But I'm taking this opportunity to thank all the persons, all the individuals, all the entities who have come forward to sponsor the Queen of Calypso. We are not there yet, so as for that, I'm making a pitch. Yes, I'm making a pitch to you. I'm looking right in the camera, and I'm going to speak loud so you can hear me on the radio. We need money. We need cash. We need dinero in order for the Queen of Calypso to become a reality and a success that we can all be justly proud of. After all, it's our month of independence. I'm a proud Vincentian, and I'm confident we are all proud Vincentian. As our anthem say, our faith will see us through. Thank you for having me.
Good morning, everyone. As protocol has been established, I'll just go straight into it. I'm Dr. Danesta Cole, and I'm here representing the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Medical Association. So as you see here on the program, it says Pink Cap Walk. So essentially, our organization, we host activities during the month of October, and we are expressing a lot of gratitude today to the CDC as well as to the Ministry of Culture for the invitation to present here today on our October breast cancer awareness and the activities that we're about to have, and for giving us a place on the calendar of events in 2022. So we're extremely grateful for that, first of all. On Friday, October 7th, we will have a pink cake sale. So yes, pink cake, we're going to be selling literally just that. And that will start at 10 in the morning until 3 p.m. right at the hospital entrance. So anybody could come by, feel a little famished, feel a little peckish, you can come and get some cake. On Friday, the 21st of October, that's when we have our signature event. That is the Pink Cap City Walk. That usually this is something that we would usually have every year, but of course, COVID and so on, that has been postponed. So usually we would begin at the Heritage Square. We want to step off, that means we want to start at 3:30 p.m. We are going to be accompanied by the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Band. So we will start at Heritage Square. We will go on, we'll go on Bay Street down to Higginson Street. we'll come up back on Back Street and we return to Heritage Square. And there we'll have our rally. Usually it's a short enough rally. We share messages of hope with a small, brief cultural package. So all of that would be involved. Um, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I have a colleague here who's just going to continue from here. This is Dr. Williams. Excuse me.
Hello, good morning to everyone. Protocol also already established by Dr. Donesta Cole. We're going to continue in, we're going to have a little continuation of our activities that we're going to have. On the 23rd of October, it's a Sunday, we're going to have a 5K pink run walk because some people will actually be walking, they can't make the run. It's going to start outside the Arnesville playing field on the road there, and it's going to end at Richmond Hill, where the tennis court is for the NLA. That's in the vicinity of prep school. This is in collaboration with the Medical University, the Trinity University of Medical Sciences, sorry. The walk is going to start at 6:30 in the morning. Sorry, pardon me, 6 a.m. in the morning. We normally have a small little breakfast there, but I think you guys should be prepared and bring something. All right? Because you never know. We're welcoming all the joggers, all the walkers, all the runners. All right? All the organizations, all the associations. You bring a friend, a brother, bring a sister bring a friend. Come, everybody is invited. Okay? And another note, during this month, the entire month, we are hosting some small sales. We have some small items like badges, pins, and stuff. They are going to be sold at the Imaging Center. That's in Stony Ground. You can call 457-0317, and you could get some at the Milton Cater Memorial Hospital at the radiology department. All right. I'm going to give you a listing of some of the items. Yes. So we'll have some pink ribbons and ball pens that goes to $5 each. We also have some pink buttons with some messages of hope, strength. They go for $5. We have the pink bracelet, and they have some messages from cancer survivors. They go for $5 also. Now, it's a new thing, some gibbets that we put on cracks. You might see them before with skulls and injections and all of this. But what we have is a form for pink ribbon and a blue ribbon. Pink representing breast cancer, and the blue represents the prostate cancer. Those will go at $5 each, $12, sorry. And we also have some lapel pins. You might have seen some of our colleagues sporting them. They're pink ribbon with a blue slash through it. They go for $10 each, and they have a little lapel pin that is in a form for bow tie. It's blue. That represents the prostate cancer. Now, we also have some small little pink decorative stickers. They go for 25 cents each, but you can have 5 for $1. And we also have a little pink tote bag and pink cap. That's for the walk. You can get those at the Imaging Center. And another note, the SVG Medical Association, we are expecting, or we're hopeful that the general public attend this walk, because the fundraising and the donations, they go towards the breast cancer and the prostate cancer support program, which helps the patient financially to seek lab works, lab testing, medication, and it also helps to, well, some patients might not have money to travel abroad and pursue radiotherapy. We also help patients to get radiotherapy done abroad. So we're really hopeful, and we're wishing that the entire Vincentian community come out on the 23rd to try and support our efforts. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jesus.
Good morning to everyone. Protocol already established. Allow me to get right into it. Non-communicable diseases is still a major driving for mortality and morbidity, not only in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but globally. Today, NCD still poses a significant burden on the national economy, such as since individuals today are more likely to exit the labor force, miss days of work, or have even reduced capacity of performance at the workplace. In addition, high expenditures tend to treat NCDs are still significantly high, not only in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but globally. In return, if we're not urgently addressing the issues tackling non-communicable diseases, we will continue to see an increase and a misdirection in terms of our allocations of funds. In 2008, the Caribbean ministers were introduced to a concept called Caribbean Moves, initiated by Jamaica at the time, which was really formed as a Jamaica Moves initiative, which birthed the Caribbean Moves, which was further endorsed by the CARICOM heads of government when they met, including our very own Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph E. Gonsalves. In 2022, CARFA partnered with the Caribbean Development Bank to implement Caribbean Moves as a regional initiative which was launched in Kingston, Jamaica, of which I was physically a part of. Unfortunately, St. Vincent and the Grenadines was not listed as one of the countries that are currently in the movement. At present, 4 member states are currently part of that movement: Jamaica, Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Trinidad and Tobago. I was very disheartened by it because when I look around in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, in sporting organization, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, our sports department, we are doing a lot to get people moving. Needless to say, I took it upon myself, reported back to my team, and was determined to launch Vinci Moves by the end of 2022 this year. On October 22nd, at the Arnesville Sporting Complex, St. Vincent and the Grenadines will join other member states as we launch Vinci Move. This is particularly symbolic as it represents one of the most significant components as we move people across St. Vincent and the Grenadines during the month of our independence. Some of the activities would include island relays, walkathons, health village, stakeholder consultations, training, and a lot of fun activities that would center at the Arnesville playing field, but would have activities commemorating from different parts of the country, including the Grenadines. The Vinci Move program is designed to be a comprehensive health promotion campaign that really embraces the Charter of Health Promotion and utilizes all of its tenets to vibrant, sustainable behavior change model to tackle all the risk factors of non-communicable diseases, which are 95% of the time preventable. The program is expected to expand beyond a year with a variety of activities which would include capacity building, system strengthening, and the enforcement of supportive policies that makes conditions favorable for the desired behavior change through advocacy for health and well-being. This particular program will also provide access and information and resources to enable our people to reach their fullest potential in health. The program, like any other health promotion initiative, will cut across all sectors. So while the Ministry of Health, specifically the Health Promotion Unit, is the implementing partner, we will collaborate with all sectors within the public, private, and the non-governmental sector. Vinci Moves is a national initiative. It's one that we all should take ownership. It's one that we all should embrace as we tackle non-communicable diseases in St. Vincent. The implementation will expand, focusing on 4 main areas. 1, as I mentioned before, tackling non-communicable diseases, prevention at the primary and the secondary level of care. 2, promoting physical activity in workplaces, school, communities, in sporting organization, and in the form of edutainment. 3, disseminate and provide guidance on the importance of healthy lifestyle choices and how they contribute to the management and care of non-communicable diseases. And 4, the implementation of policies, standards, and guidelines to support our current activities. As I'm standing here today, I'm very honored, as I said before, to be a part of the national calendar because Vinci Moves is definitely a national agenda. As Vincentians, I encourage you to join the movement, move for more health, move to improve our health and well-being in general, and move for a better nation.
Bishop Friday, Ms. Maxine Brown, Cultural Officer, Ashford Wood, CEO and Secretary of the Independence Committee, President of the Calypso Association, CABA, specially invited guests, viewing audience, the media, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to bring you greetings and updates as the President of the Eula Pan movement. Junior Pan has always been a flagship event for the Eula Pan movement. It is normally done in the format of a competition where we did see just over 1,400 junior Pan players gracing and crossing the stage during the carnival period. The disruption of the COVID-19 pandemic and the volcanic eruption didn't allow our junior bands to maintain their usual and regular rehearsals. So preparing for Junior Pan Fest in June-July carnival activities was not possible. The Eula Pan movement decided to move the event to a later date. Junior Pan Fest 2022 will take on the format of a showcase and a fun day instead of the usual competition. This event will be hosted on the Sunday, 23rd of October 2022 at the E.T. Joshua Tarmac, beginning at 4 p.m. Admission is $20 for adults and $10 for children under the age of 12. We will see performances from just over 14 junior bands, both in the community and secondary categories. Performances will come from steel orchestras throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are inviting the general public to come out and support our young people in Pan. Additionally, I would like to take this opportunity to invite the general public to the Signing Euphonium Steel Orchestra annual Independence Jamboree on the 22nd of October at the Sign Hill Junction, commencing at 1 p.m. with a barbecue, and performances will begin from 4 p.m. and it is free. There would also be performances from other entertainers and steel orchestra. Permit me to take 1 second to make an appeal to my minister, who's not here just yet, but also the cabinet and the parliament of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as we continue the conversation of our cultural identity and the preservation of our culture, that we make the steel pan instrument our primary instrument in our school music program, as it is a part of our Caribbean identity. Pan is community, Pan is about developing people, Pan is industry, Pan is prosperity, Pan can unite, Pan can impact globally, Pan is the vehicle for social progress, and Pan is the powerful change agent. I would like to say thank you in advance to all our sponsors and patrons who will attend and support all our upcoming activities. And may God bless you. Happy Independence.
The rep from Invest SVG expressed that here as yet, so we will move right on to the Independence rally.
Pleasant good morning to all. My name is Joycelyn Brown, representing the Ministry of Education and National Reconciliation, and I beg to adopt the protocol that was presented on so many different occasions. Just before I get into the actual rally itself, just to let you know that all of our schools or educational institutions throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be celebrating independence throughout the entire month of October. So in many of our schools, there will be competitions, academic and non-academic, visits to national and historical sites. Schools will be having harvest, exhibitions, there'll be different debates, and many of the schools will be decorating their classrooms and school, having fun while enjoying the month of October. As was mentioned previously by Mr. Junior Bacchus, we have the Lions Club South Secondary Public School Competition. Today we start preliminaries and we have our finals on the 25th of October. I will not repeat since it was already given in details. On the 16th of October, we have World Food Day activities, and many of our schools will be having their usual celebration, displaying local dishes, fruits and vegetables galore. So whenever we invite our parents and well-wishers to support our schools in the World Food Day activities. On the 25th of October, we have our National Schools Independence Rally. And all our secondary and primary school will be moving to Victoria Park. You know, our students did not get to participate for the last 2 years. So I can imagine they're looking forward to being part of this year's celebrations. So from all schools, we'll have about 25 students plus 2 teachers who will travel into Kingstown. And from all these neighboring schools in Kingstown, they can bring as many students as possible. For our 43rd celebrations, since we have missed it for 2 years, we're inviting all of our students to participate. On that particular day, we'll be celebrating our students for their academic achievements. So as usual, our students will receive, those who would be nominated, will receive the Prime Minister's Award. We have national exhibition, certificates, exhibition, and bursary. So we're looking forward to our students who will eventually get these scholarships and national awards. On the 26th of October, students will remain at school on that particular day, and all educational institutions will have their own internal celebration on that day. And I can imagine students will be looking forward to singing our national anthem, our patriotic songs, and just having fun on the 26th of October. And of course, parents and Vincentian in neighboring communities, you can visit the school on the 26th and join in the celebrations. We have our midterm break on the 28th of October. So as usual, students will have all of us will have the national holiday on the 27th, and the 28th, they have an extra day where the students will remain at home, and that will be our midterm. So once again, we're looking forward to all of our activities in our schools, and we invite our parents, well-wishers, and even our business communities to support our schools as we celebrate our 43rd independence. Thank you.
Bishop, level. Okay. Bishop Friday. We do not have anyone left from motorsports, so we move straight into Vincy Masters football. And I see we have the winning trophy here.
Yeah, props. Yeah, props.
Can't have football without football presence. Protocol has been established. Good morning, everyone, our listening and viewing audience. My name is Michael John, and I am representing Vincy Masters. Vincy Masters is a renowned masters team throughout the region, and it's a brand when it comes to masters football. We normally take part in the Barbados International Masters. We did that for 10 years, but due to COVID, we did not take part for the last 2 years. Hence, we saw it fit to host our own local competition. This competition is dubbed the Vincy Masters Comsport International Independence Cup 2022. The competition will be held at the Comsport Sporting Facility in Arnesville, and that's a new private facility. It will be a 7-a-side competition. The games will be played day and night. The venue is lit. We have tested the lights last week, and we will have some more testing of the light as we go ahead, as we make our plans. We are very happy to attract two foreign teams in Lekari Masters from St. Lucia and Willie Masters from Barbados. And they will make up the 6 local teams, which is Hope Masters, Rogers Photos Older Boys, OTR, that is over the river, Masters, South Leeward Masters, Sandhill Masters, North Leeward Masters. So what we have done is to cover the entire island in terms of representation. We had requests from about 20 teams, but we could only take 8. This will be an annual event in terms of the competition. And I must let you know that there were a lot of interest from other foreign teams. But because of the transportation issues, they were not able to come this year. So I'm hoping that next year, when everything is sorted out in terms of air transportation, that we will have, more participation. As we know, well, you might not know, but I will know that Masters football attracts some of the most skillful footballers, and don't forget, some of the most wealthiest footballers around. Masters football. That's what they do. They enjoy going to different islands and enjoy themselves because of the ages over 40, and most of them you find sometimes over 50. Maybe they want to enjoy the money while having fun. So we are pleased, as I said, to host this tournament, and we are looking forward to hosting the foreign teams. I understand that the team from St. Lucia will be traveling over on a boat, and they might be about 300 strong, not only for football, because St. Lucians are coming here also to take part in other events. I think motorsports, and there's something else that was mentioned. So all this is good for us in terms of a boost to our economy, and I'm pleased to be a part of it. I must also mention our sponsors, BDO, Computech, Comsport, and Hyundai Motors. Without these sponsors, the competition, I think, will not be a success. For those people who are wondering where is the Comsport sporting facility, it is to the back of the Hyundai Motors, formerly De Freitas Motors, which is next to the Sol gas station in Annisvale, which is next to the Annisvale Medical Center. So you can't miss it. It's a hidden facility. You have to actually use the same driveway as the Hyundai Motors or the De Freitas Motors. That's the same, and you will get to the lovely venue in the back. There are a few seatings, there's some bleachers, and there's standing room, and it's a private and secure venue. So if you're looking for some place to go over the Independence weekend, the Comsport sporting facility will be buzzing with Masters football activities. So on Thursday, the 27th, the games will start at 10 a.m. On Friday, 6 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. And Sunday, we will have the grand finals. I think that will be the biggest day of the tournament. So encourage everyone. There will be a small entrance fee, of course, which will be advertised. And I'm begging everyone to come and give support to Masters football. As we know, football is the game of the people. Before I close, my good friend Kaba put me on the spot, and I want to pledge that Comsport will supply the trophies for the female, the Queen of Calypso, all the trophies. Thank you.
Good morning. I recognize the members of the table, Brother Ashford Wood of the Independence Committee and Ms. Maxine Brown of the Cultural Department, Cultural Officer, Bishop Friday having taken his exit. My name is Selman Walters, and I'm here to talk about the Madongo Festival that is taking place annually on Independence Day. We didn't have it for the last 2 years, quite naturally because of the COVID and because of the eruption. The Madongo Festival attracts a very large crowd of people. You're talking about between 10, 15,000 people coming to Rabaka, if not more than that. So we really couldn't have it during the COVID time because it would have been a natural spreader. But we are back. We are back. The Madongo Festival is an in-house activity conducted by the Arrowroot Association. It is basically the work of the staff, in-house staff. And I want to commend them for the hard work because it is not just the activity. It is not just what you see on Independence Day. It is 2 or 3 weeks before, preparing doing all the festivities and all what has to be solved. So I want to commend the staff for doing a very hard work. The last year, we marketed the festival under the slogan, "Eat what you know, eat what you grow, let's go with Madongo." And that was an in-house slogan. This year, we decided not to do it in-house, but to involve the secondary school in the area. So we went to the North Windward Secondary School and showed for them a competition to come up with a slogan on which we'll market this year, the Madongo Festival. We would get that from them by the end of this week, and by next week, we'll market it under that new slogan. After all, it is not just like that. I mean, you have to give them some incentive to do it. So the winner from that school for that competition will get $500. The first runner-up will get $300, and the second runner-up will get $200. It's a mean of involving the people in the Arrowroot zone, giving back something more or less, and get them involved in taking care of what is indeed their patrimony. Normally, when you come to Madongo Festival, you come to eat. Basically, you come to eat and have fun. So you're going to have the normal cuisine, the Madongo bakes, the fungi, and Madongo bakes with blackfish, with saltfish, with fried fish, and then you're going to have the fungi served with the fish sauce and all that, and tremendous amount of drinks would also be there. So we want everybody to come to Madongo Fest on Independence Day. Normally, when you leave the park on that morning, all road leads to Rabaka for that grand event. I want to also say that we have a few sponsors. We have not yet finalized that list of the people who would give us some sponsorship. So I'm not going to mention anything about it. Maybe in a subsequent speech, we'll be able to comment and to see who the sponsors are and what they are doing for us. So we're back. We are back. The Madongo Festival is back, and we want to make it an annual event. And I want to also commend the organizers of this Independence program. I look at it and I see it is indeed an impressive and packed program. And my friend Ashford will take a bow on that. And I really want to commend you because this is good work. It shows that we are going somewhere with the cultural semester in the Grenadines, and we are doing good work. Now I hope Maxine didn't feel bad because I also commend you, as I commend my friend Ashford. This is good, and I commend you all for doing a very good job. So I want everybody to come to Rabaka on Independence Day. It's a whole day activity. We'll be there from morning, maybe until morning. Come to eat. Madongo, Madongo, Madongo. Thank you very much. Yes, you have some to do, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Please allow me to adopt the protocol. I am Juanita Phillips, talent coordinator of the Beauty Shows Committee. Our chair, Ms. Avia Charles, is unable to be with us this morning. She sends her apologies and wishes the proceedings good. The Miss SVG 2000 pageant is well on its way to a successful evening of glitz and glamour. fun experiences, lasting memories, and of course, a packed evening of entertainment. Now, the overview presented here is to outline the specifics of the show without giving away too much of the elements. Many of us will be aware of the activities that the contestants have been engaging for the past months, such as the Queen's Runway. They have been doing several school visits, which will culminate this morning. They're probably through by now, and those visits would have taken place at the Thomas Saunders Secondary as well as the School for Children with Special Needs. Followers will also be familiar with the recently completed the Gecko Community Service Project that has been making the waves and creating impacts and having effects on all age groups. The objective of this project was created to engender a spirit of volunteerism and outreach that will help build stronger communities, motivate people to work for the betterment of humanity, to awaken the consciousness of contestants and persons in the community on various projects that can be completed to uplift the community of which they are a part of, and finally, to bring about an awareness of the various problems in a community as it helps to provide knowledge and to know about the main causes and how it affects their social life. The projects undergone by the contestants require the planning and execution of a 1 month, which was September 1st to 30th project in one of the following areas: education development, Miss Pallavi Brown, Miss Playfor; sports involvement, Miss In Transit Exports, Raquel Coombs; promoting safety and reducing crime, Shannon, Miss Setko; entrepreneurship development, Shadane McLean, Miss Davin; advocacy, for the differently abled, Miss Ariel Oliver, Miss St. Vincent Bureau Limited; health awareness and health promotion, Miss Shania Peters, Miss Flo; community beautification, Miss Jada Ross, Miss Lotto; and geriatric care, Tanik Swift, Miss Massey Stores Limited. The top 3 projects will be announced on the night of the show, and of course, you can follow the various platforms of the Miss SVG 2022 pageant, as well as that of the contestants, to view the success of each of their projects. And let me add that the involvement of participation of these contestants does not run shallow, as the majority of them are directly involved in community service organization and projects prior to the pageant. Therefore, execution of this project, of their projects, was an easy development to them. The only difference now is that it was publicized. The CDC and the BSC expressed our gratitude to the Gecko company for jumping on board and without any hesitation. And we'll also like to thank our panel of judges who will be mentioned on the night of the show. The show details: the pageant will be held on October 29th at the Annisvale playing field under the theme, The Royal Return. Given the theme, there is no doubt in our mind that our patrons will be elegantly fitted. The earlier part of the show begins at 7 p.m. with a red carpet entrance and will feature a best dressed male and female who will be announced at the later part of the show. Showtime begins at 8 p.m. The categories we are accustomed to remains the same: swimwear, talent, evening wear, and interview. In keeping with the spirit of independence, however, a cultural wear category was added. Contestants will portray various cultural practices and festivities such as Vinci Mass, Old Mass, Vinci Cuisines, Wok Bilan, Market Morning, From Whence We Came, which will highlight our Garifuna heritage, fishing, and 9 mornings. Overall standard prizes to be received by our top 3. Winner receive a university scholarship from the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, along with $8,000, a weekend getaway for 2, and a spa certificate. First runner-up, $5,000, a weekend getaway for 2, as well as a spa certificate. And second runner-up, $3,000, a weekend getaway for 2, along with a spa certificate. The launching of the Royal Prize is also another added element that will be featured this year for the Royal Return. How does it work? Persons must buy a Searchlight newspaper, Friday edition, for October 7th, the 14th, or the 21st. They are to find the hidden code in the newspaper, after which they will visit the Miss SVG webpage, www.misssvg.com, and enter the hidden code. The first person to enter the code correctly every Friday wins either a general ticket to the Miss SVG show or a golden ticket. That means you'll have 3 chances to do so for the remaining 3 weeks. It starts this Friday, by the way, the 7th. A general ticket grants you access to the pageant. A golden ticket, however, grants you VIP access, personal escort service, backstage access, wardrobe will be provided, photos with the Miss SVG 2022, a one-night stay at the Sunset Shores Hotel, chauffeur service to and from the hotel to the pageant. I hope you're taking it all in. The Searchlight will be doing very well this weekend or for the upcoming weeks. Yes. Okay. And that is it for the presentation. We don't want to give too much away, but we are encouraging persons to attend the Royal Return on October 29th, commencing at 8 p.m. But don't forget the 7 p.m., you get to show off your best outfit. Thank you.
Good morning. Please allow me to adopt the protocols. Wow, usually when I'm behind or in front of a mic, I'm singing. So this is a different capacity that I'm Soca Chronicles. Soca Chronicles. Right? Soca Chronicles is not just an event, it's also a project. I will get to the project side of it soon, but let me explain just what is Soca Chronicles. Soca Chronicles is a tribute to Raga Soca. As many of us we know, Raga Soca was founded in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a subgenre of soca. It was founded in the 1970s by Alison Beckett Cyrus and Frankie McIntosh. By the way, I must mention that Alison Beckett Cyrus would soon be Dr. Cyrus. So we'll have another Dr. Cyrus in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This show / project was conceptualized in 2020. Myself and Rodney Small, we were reflecting on the direction of music in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we realized that a lot of us, as not just listeners of soca, but as artists, we have stepped away from what has made us great and unique in St. Vincent. And so we decided a show like this needed to be done to regain a sense of pride in Raga Soca and to educate persons who may not know that Raga Soca was indeed founded here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because over time we've heard about Groovy Soca, Bashment Soca, and other subgenres which really come from Raga Soca, which is uniquely St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So this show is about paying tribute to our music, owning our music, having a sense of pride in our music, and to develop our music, Raga Soca, right? So let me get a little bit into the project, right? We saw it fit that in order to turn the tide, right, we needed to enter into the schools, right? Using artists, using producers, using historians of the art form, enter the schools and educate persons about the music and the history of soca in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So I see a person here for the Minister of Education. We will be speaking with you soon. We'll also be speaking with Ashford. Well, we did already, but just to get some more information across. And also Maxine, because we are not just paying tribute to Raga Soca through song and musicianship. We're also doing it through dance and also through mass, right? So when it comes to Soca Chronicles, you'll see what I'm talking about, all right? So yes, the project is about going into the schools, also utilizing the school bands initiative. You know, the school band initiative is about how many years old now, Mr. Small? About 5 years old now, and we see a lot of young persons getting into playing music, singing different genres of music. So we want to use the school bands initiative to push raga soca forward, right? And as an end product of it, we'll have 2 or 3 of those persons performing in the Soca Chronicles event, right? Because we also want to facilitate the writing and the production of a raga soca for a number of these kids. Because usually when we have the carnival season come around, you don't usually hear the junior artist songs on the radio. So as veteran artists and so on, we think it's necessary that we can assist them, because I remember the first time I heard myself on radio, right? It was kind of surreal, and it was really exciting for me. So I want more of these kids to have that feeling, you know what I mean, to hear themselves on radio so they could touch their friend and say, yo, that's me, you know, and mommy, and you run home to mommy and daddy and so on. So we wanna give them that opportunity. And also we know about Marshall Montano from Trinidad. We know he started really young. You understand me? So we want to give our children that opportunity, because maybe we might have the next right here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So going back to the event, right? The event is on October 30th. That's the night after the Miss SVG show. It's also at the Arnesville Playing Field. Tickets are $50. You can get tickets at Kitesville Italian Cuisine or Carnaket Bar and Grill, or you can just hit me up at 527-2098. And if I need to deliver your tickets for you, I will do that. Right? So tickets are $50. I just want to highlight some of the sponsors: the CDC, Gecko, Digicel, and Village Ram, you know, for coming on board with Soca Chronicles 2022. Well, I'm going with the trend. I'm hoping more entities would come on and assist the committee, Soca Chronicles. Oh, and the Independence Committee as well, you know, for giving us this platform and for helping Soca Chronicles 2022 become a reality. Some of the persons you can see performing live at the show, because we'll be using a live band. That is very important. Live band, live musicianship. That was one of the things that was really big in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and we need to get back to that. Okay, so some of the persons you'll be seeing on the night: Hyper 4000, Nikki, Chanel, Hans, Dimes and the Pixel, Dynamite, Diffusion, Jace, and many others. Like I said before, we'll be paying tribute to raga soca through dance, through song, musicianship, and mass. Okay, so a lot more to see at Soca Chronicles, October 30th. A lot more to see and hear. I'll make a brief appearance. So October 30th, the Arnesville Playing Field, starting time 7 p.m., not Vinci time, 7 p.m. whole time. Okay, so be early and be prepared to be blown away by an all local cast of artists, musicians, dancers, and builders. Okay, so thanks for having me. Soca Chronicles 2022 Legacy.
When we were planning this press conference, we said it's going to take us 2 hours. Normally, when CDC has a press conference, it takes 2.5 hours. And we won't going to make it a CDC press conference. Okay? So far, we have made it in 1 hour and 27 minutes. So we're going to cut it in 1.5 hours. Let me, at this point, apologize for the absence of the minister. I don't know if you all were aware, but he was out for a couple of weeks. He came back in, I think it's on Saturday or Sunday, and he's trying to catch up on a number of other things. So he has asked me to apologize on his behalf. When you go to the program, you will see we have church activities, because we can't do anything without God. We have educational activities, cultural activities, sporting activities, health activities. And of course, we have the party activities here about the powder fete and so on. And you're going to be hearing about more. And while I appreciate the fact that Walter has commended us at the Independence Committee for putting together a very good program, I must say, it was easy. Because if you notice, you have persons from all different sectors of the country, the society, coming together to make this happen. So it was easy on the Independence Committee. And I really want to say how much we appreciate the effort and the work being put in by everyone to make Independence 2022 what it is going to be. I must once again thank Mrs. Samantha Bonnet Harry for giving us such a beautiful team. Let us really put our hands together. It couldn't be better. Fortitude, strength, just name it, it's there. All right. And I was really pleased when I heard so many persons making reference to it. So let me, on behalf of the Independence Committee, take this opportunity to thank each and everyone, the media houses that carried it live, the other media houses who are here with us, all the persons who will be putting on activities, contributing to it, for having Maxine here with us. Maxine is always with us. All right. Whether we say come now or come later, she is here with us. Okay. Now, whenever you come to a CDC press conference, we never let you leave without a snack. I don't know how many of you are aware of it. No, everyone is aware that CDC has put together a store and a lounge on the downstairs where it used to be our storeroom. And this morning, we're going to be taking you all downstairs for that snack and the drink. So it won't be out there where it's a bit congested, right? When we leave here, we head downstairs to be enticed. Thank you very much, Kaba. All right, so thanks very much once again for coming, and let's head downstairs for that snack.